What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another review, and this time we're taking a look at the Christmas comedy Just Friends, starring Ryan Reynolds and Amy Smart. All right, let's waste no time. Let's get right into it. I like Just Friends. This is a guilty pleasure Christmas comedy for me, and it's one of the very few romantic comedies that I actually legitimately like and get a lot of mileage out of. I think because I like this movie is because of Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds in this movie is outstandingly hilarious. This was one of my first earliest exposures to Ryan Reynolds as an actor, and just by watching this movie, you can clearly tell that this man is a talent, and that he has really good comedic talent, timing, and that his personality truly does match that of Deadpool from the X-Men movies. Like, Ryan Reynolds is the walking embodiment of Deadpool, and Just Friends, to me, encapsulates just the kind of comedy and comedic timing that Ryan Reynolds truly does have. Like, I really liked his performance as Chris Brander, as this fat, goofy nerd who is friend-zoned by his best friend Jamie, and after being humiliated at a party, he goes off to LA for 10 years, completely reinvents himself into a Hollywood agent and vice president of the company that he works for, until he is told by his boss that he has to pretty much manage a singer named Samantha, who he used to date. And as they are going to their gig in Paris, their plane is forced to go down to New Jersey, where he's originally from, and he pretty much has to confront his past and just reconcile with it. And with all that, I thought Ryan Reynolds played the role very, very well. I really liked him as Chris Brander. He had that good amount of comedy, sarcastic humor, and also scenes where he can be, tender and just down to earth and normal. And a lot of those scenes come with when he's on screen with Amy Smart. Those scenes happen when he's on screen with his Christopher Marquette, who plays his little brother, who I thought were hilarious together in this movie. They don't have enough. Reynolds and Marquette don't have enough scenes together, because I thought they were absolutely hilarious as two siblings who are constantly fighting with one another. Like, their little bits are really hysterical, for me at least. And I also enjoyed the scenes that he has with his friends Clark and Darla. Though again, like with his brother, Chris and his best friend Clark, they don't get enough screen time, which I thought they could have, because you could have gotten some good comedic mileage out of it. But this movie is really built on the strengths of Amy Smart and Ryan Reynolds, and I thought both of them have really good on-screen chemistry with one another. Ryan Reynolds is Chris Brander, with this bombastic personality, is grounded by Amy Smart, who's that more, New Jersey, down-to-earth type of personality. And they really come across as like these two friends who do have a sort of feeling for one another. Like, you can tell that Jamie, she does have some sort of romantic feeling for Chris. She just doesn't know it yet. And the entire movie is pretty much her discovering that in her own little way. I like all that stuff. The supporting cast in this movie, I already mentioned. The actors who played. I already mentioned Christopher Marquette and the actors who play Clark and Darla. But you also have Kevin Kline, who plays the character of Dusty Lee, who is a rival suitor to the Jamie character. When we first see Dusty Lee, he's Dusty Dinkelman, who is like this timid, stringy-haired, freckled-faced, just old, goofy-looking guy. And then when we see him later, he's this handsome paramedic guy who is now in a rivalry with Chris, who also used to be a fat boy, who is now according to Ryan Reynolds. And the constant one-upmanship between Dusty and Chris is also really funny. Like, their rivalry in this movie is hysterical. Chris Klein is a very underrated comedic talent. Like, he was really good in the American Pie movies, but I don't think he ever got enough credit for being good. Like, Chris Klein's a decent actor and he's really good at doing comedy, especially comedies like this. And I thought he was really good as Dusty Lee. This guy who was just trying to manipulate his way into Jamie's pants, and Chris could see that from day one. I thought that stuff was outstanding. If I were to have some criticism, I think the whole Samantha character, played by Anna Faris, wasn't really... The whole subplot with the character of Samantha and Ryan Reynolds and Chris, that part you could have easily taken out of the movie, and it would have not made much. mainly because Samantha is just there as like a third wheel. Like she doesn't like the movie teases a bit of a triangle with her and Jamie, but doesn't really explore it. Mainly because it already sets up the triangle of Jamie, Chris, and Dusty. So I guess having another triangle would have been a little too much. I mean, the triangle is there, but it's pretty much resolved when she crashes a Christmas party and destroys a guy's house, including his beloved Santa Claus. So, yeah, I think the character, and I don't know that the character was more or less meant to be the object of lust for Chris's little brother, played by Christopher Marquette, who has a lot of funny bits. I'm not gonna lie, he has a lot of funny bits when he's crushing on Samantha. So those I don't hate. I also do not hate the scenes of Samantha being sent to the mall and going to a metal shop. Like, those scenes are fun. I just didn't think the movie had enough fun with her in general. But I'll say this, Anna Faris, she does do a good job of playing these ditzy-like characters. And her performance in this movie is no different. She was fine. Acting standpoint, she was fine. You also have Stephen Root, who plays Reynolds' boss, KC. I like Stephen Root. He's a good actor. He's in this movie in a brief little role, and he's fine for what it is. Julie Haggerty, who played the mom, she was fine as well. Like, the supporting cast in this movie is very, very solid. But the primary focuses are Ryan Reynolds and Amy Smart, and they pretty much hold this movie together. And for that, I give them all a lot of credit. Now, is Just Friends one of those movies that has like an impactful story that's going to resonate with you? Yes and no. All depends on your perspective. If you've ever been somebody who has been friend zoned and always lusted for the girl of your dreams, but you know that you couldn't have her, then yeah, you can relate to Just Friends. But if you're just a regular person watching Just Friends, then yeah, maybe you're gonna be like, indifferent to it. It's like, yeah, it's funny, it's silly, or you're just not gonna like it whatsoever. Just Friends is like an acquired taste type of movie. So, with all that being said, for me, since I enjoyed Just Friends and I like this movie, I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. I recommend Just Friends. If you haven't watched it in a long time, give it a watch, because to me, it still holds up. It's still really funny. It has a lot of good laughs. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Just Friends. Let me know yours in the comment sections down below. Like the video and subscribe, and I'll check you back next time for more.